This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network. You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
A plus.
Good evening and welcome to Terre Haute North High School for a special presentation of high school football right here on the Indiana Sports Network. Hello, friends. Welcome to our broadcast booth. Walter Gordon sitting next to Troy Wilzine tonight as we have a game that a lot of people around here are familiar with. In 1971, two schools opened up, Terre Haute North and Terre Haute South. They branched off from other schools. We're not going to get into all that right now, but these two schools have been doing battle for a lot longer than those years as consolidation and things of that nature have had a lot more battles, but these two in particular, Terre Haute North, Terre Haute South High School on the gridiron once again. And Troy, they may be 0-3, but they always talking about throw the record books out the window.
Yeah, this is the game every year in Vigo County, and so far the Vigo County schools have had a pretty rough go of it, 0-9 overall, but hey, the good news is somebody comes out with a W tonight.
That's right.
The bad news is it may be an ugly one, so it's, either way, you know, these two teams, a lot of animosity toward each other every year it seems like, and a little chippiness always gets involved, and it's always pretty entertaining though.
You know, the one thing that's so interesting about tonight and the weather is something that we talk about quite a bit. Here it is, the beginning of September. What is today? The 8th, I do believe.
Yep.
The 8th of September, in the second week of September. And there is, dare I say, a chill in the air.
Watch
a
your
little
mouth.
nice breeze. There's a beautiful breeze coming through the press box. The sweat that I have glistening on my forehead is from my walk up here, not because it's hot. By the time this thing is over, I have a feeling I'll be in long sleeves.
Yeah, I didn't think ahead, didn't bring any, so hopefully it doesn't chill off too much. But no, it's right about 70 degrees, as you mentioned, nice breeze blowing, a lot different from what we've experienced so far this season. It's been pretty warm at all the games we've covered, so it's getting more into that football weather, you know, and a little added excitement in the air. The grandstands across the field are just as packed as the grandstands on this side, and it should be a pretty good one here tonight, Walt.
It's Terre Haute North hosting their crosstown rival, Terre Haute South. We'll take our first break. In our pregame show, we'll have a couple of interviews with Coach Gant and Coach Heron. We'll be right back after these short messages on the Indiana Sports Network.
Printing is your best place for uniforms, programs, t-shirts, and hats, plus screen printing, business printing, and documents. Get all your promotional items, including koozies and coffee mugs. Just give Kevin a call. A Plus Printing does it all.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
We're here today with Coach Mike Gant, the head football coach of the Patriots of North Vigo. And Mike, this is the game that nothing matters except the opponent. It's a grudge match.
Yeah, I mean, it's rival week. We're really excited. We've emphasized with the boys not to wear any red. I mean, you got red on your shirt there. I got a little red on mine. I tried to cover it up earlier during practice. Like I said, it's rival week, man. We're ready to go, and we're very excited to play the team down south.
You're coming in first year, reestablishing football as you want it. What should we know about your team?
We're relentless. We fight the ball in defense, and we got 11 hats on the ball in defense, like I said. Offensively, we fly around, throw the ball around a lot, trying to establish that run still trying to do that now. That's something that we're going to emphasize on, establishing the run and be able to air it out as well.
You've got some speed here in practice. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, we got some guys that can run the ball well, some guys that can catch it really well. We just got to eliminate the missed assignments in games, and also eliminate that fear, that nervousness during games. We're very young. Got a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors that never played football before, that are finally getting into rhythm. I know it's week 4 now, but it feels like we're finally getting into a rhythm where everybody's not nervous. The game jitters are out, and they're ready to play.
Well, you're a first-year coach. People expect everything to change. You're not a Deion Sanders coming in and being able to bring in 20 players and 6 freshmen. Yeah. You have to come in and deal with what you've got, and you're recreating your program here. And sometimes rebuilding, tearing down and rebuilding is important.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's definitely a rebuild, also a reload as well. The guys that we have now, we're going to win with. The seniors that we have now, we have 18 seniors. They're the foundation. They're the building blocks of what I'm trying to do with the program within the years to come, the 3 to 5 to 10 years from now. Seeing us being successful at Terre Haute North, this senior class right here is going to build the foundation for us.
You mentioned 3 to 5. The story on the street is 7th and 8th graders are tough.
Yeah, we have a very good middle school program. Actually, every coach I have on staff is coaching 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th, 7th and 8th. I actually coach the 3rd and 4th grade team. So in about 7 years from now, we'll have little Gants running around here playing football. So that's awesome too. But yeah, our 8th grade team is really good. Our 7th grade team is really good as well. We have a huge 8th grade team. There's about 35, 36 kids on that. The 7th grade, there's about 30 kids. 5th and 6th, there's almost 40 kids on that team. My 3rd and 4th grade team has over 20. And they're all north side kids. They all practice here with us. After we get done with practice, our players talk to them, say what's up to them every day, and they practice here with us too, so they can see how it's supposed to get done.
I hear the 8th graders have got good size and some good weight, and you've got some kids there that will fill in on the line in spots that you need right now, and they'll make a big difference next year.
Yeah, for sure. There's a few of the 8th grade offensive linemen that are bigger than our starters right now, and they've been working with Coach Stuart Williams for 8 years since they were in 2nd grade, and some of those guys look good. They got some really good size, about 6'2", 6'3", 260, 270. There's 3 or 4 of them about that size that definitely would be able to help us out next year.
So what can we expect from you tonight in the game against South?
You can expect relentless effort, man. You can expect excitement and passion. You can really expect passion from me and from my coaching staff as well. We're ready to get the things going, get the things rolling. I know that they're 0-3, just as we are 0-3, but they've been in every game. Right, so we haven't been in any of the games that we've been in. They've been competitive in every game, and some things just didn't go their way at the end. So I'm expecting them to come out hungry and ready to go, and I expect us to do the same thing and see where we're at Friday night coming the 4th quarter.
Be an interesting game, and it's always an interesting game. And with it being a rivalry, a lot of times the game doesn't come out like it's expected.
Yeah, man, you throw records out the window, you throw scores out the window, you throw players out the window, to be honest. I mean, my junior year we went to the semi-state, and people still talk about how we got beat by South, and they only won 2 games that year. I mean, and we went to the semi-state. So those things linger for years. I mean, I'm 26 years old, I haven't been in high school in 10 years, and people are still talking about it. So those things linger. I mean, you get bragging rights for the rest of your life, to be honest. So it's an awesome thing in Terre Haute. I think it's a great thing for the community. We'll have it here at North, and it's going to be a packed house. We'll have bleachers in the freaking – and on the track. I mean, there's not going to be anywhere to sit. It's going to be very exciting and a good football for Friday night.
It's important, I think, to the community. You got a player that came through Terre Haute North. You stayed in town. You played at Indiana State. You're back as an assistant at North, and now you're the head coach. You know the value of this game and the rivalry and what it means to the community. Do the kids know that, or is that what you have to impart to them?
That's what I have to impart to them. That's something that I emphasize on them daily, because they're like, oh, well, it's just another game. I cut that stuff out on Sunday. On Sunday night, sent them all a message, and then Monday morning we were right at it, and I informed them, like, guys, this is not just another game. You can't treat it like that. It's a rival game. Michigan and Ohio State play every year. I guarantee you those players circle that date on their calendar every single season, just when they know they got to play Ohio State or they got to play Michigan. This is the same thing for us. We're not going to treat it like any other game. We're going to come at them as hard as we can, and hopefully at the end, by 4th quarter, we can call ourselves victors.
Big game tonight. It's not Michigan and Ohio State. It's North versus South. Have the opportunity right now to talk with Tim Herron, coach of the Braves, South Vigo. And, Coach, you've been snake bit. You got a good team. You got talent. Actually, last week against Bloomington North, first half, you were the best team on the field.
We felt that way. We haven't put 4 quarters together, and some of it's been us, and some of it's been the ball bouncing the other team's way, where last year we got a couple of those bounces early in the season. But our guys know where we're at. All our goals are in stack. If we can win our conference games out, we got a great chance to still have a conference title, but still have an opportunity to win a sectional and regional and so forth on that. So really, like we told them, the first 3 games are preseason. Those are over. We can't go back and change those. Our goal is now to go out and get 1-0 this week and try to make a run the next 6 games.
You're coming into a rivalry week, rivalry game. North's down a little bit this year. They're rebuilding and got a new coach. What do you think they're going to throw at you?
I think everything. I think defensively they're going to bring a ton of pressure, and they've shown that a lot this year. And offensively, they're going to throw the ball deep, try to take some shots, and try to make something happen. They're going to play hard. It's a north-south game, records and better teams. I go back to my first year as head coach, 2013. North's ranked in the top 5. This year they went to semi-state, and we beat them with 2 80-plus yard drives in the final 3 minutes. Nobody gave us a chance that whole week, and our kids believed, and they played their butts off. And, we've talked to our kids about that. The best team doesn't always win this game, or the team that's favored doesn't always win this game. It's a team that's going to make the fewest mistakes, handle the emotion of the game, and play their best football.
Last week, back to your talent on your team, you had running back was injured, didn't play after the first quarter. You had a young man step up. Everybody says, well, he's too small to be a running back. He's not, and he's quick. And, boy, did he carried players last week on his back, literally, and 234 yards. Outstanding young man.
Yeah, Zaire White, and I've said that this whole offseason. Everybody's asking, what are you going to do? We lost a great running back last year in Josh Cottee. Not going to take – he's a phenomenal running back. He's moved on to play at the next level. But Zaire, I kept telling her, we got a guy that we really, really like that's a junior that has special talent. And, that touchdown run, he dragged 3 guys in. That was a Marshawn Lynch-type run, and he's a quarter the size of that. But I will say this, he squats over 400 pounds. He works hard in the weight room. He's relentless on the field, and he just cuts so quickly on a dime. And he gets lost behind the offensive line. And so I think you're going to see a lot more of him moving forward, and I expect him to have big things the next 2 years for us.
And you got an excellent quarterback, too. 2 of them worked well together. Are we going to see more of that tonight?
Yeah, Brady's been phenomenal. He's a great leader. He's been a great general on the field and commanding us. And when we can play fast, we get a first down, we can play fast, and we play fast, we're as good as anybody offensively in the state, we feel like. We get bogged down because we'll get a penalty, or we don't get a first down, we have to punt, we just can't get that momentum going. And that's what happened a little bit in the last 2 weeks in the second half. Defense couldn't get off the field a few times. We muffed a punt and gave them the ball right back. So we just got to get more possessions and keep attacking. And I can't say enough what Brady's doing throwing the ball, especially to Chris Herron and A.J. Watkins. We got a 1-2 dynamic duo. Teams have been trying to bracket Chris the last 2 weeks, double cover him, and A.J.'s exploited everything. And then towards the end of the game, they were trying to double A.J., and Chris was still making big plays. So we feel like we got 2 guys, and the rest of our receivers are going to be able to step up the next couple of weeks, that we're going to have a really good passing attack.
How's your health-wise, team-wise?
Probably the healthiest. Imir's back, had a great week of practice, who went down the other day, so he'll be back in the backfield mix too, and also in the secondary. Nick Yasko's 100%, who played last week, was probably about 90. But we got everybody back. This is probably the first week since the first quarter of playing field that we're the healthiest we've been.
It's North versus South. Anything can happen and will happen. Enjoy the ball game.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
Terre Haute North is on their sideline. The Terre Haute South Braves coming onto the field as we speak, as the crowd starts to swell on the south side bleachers, which are actually on the east of the field. The south section bleachers, I should say. You heard from the coaches, Coach Gant and Coach Herron, talking about, and one of the things that we talked about, as you see the Braves coming onto the field, throw the records out the window. You've heard them talk about controlling the emotion of the game. Troy, what are your expectations here as far as, emotion here in tonight's game, as far as which team you think will go to handle it best?
Well, it's hard to tell, honestly. That's going to play a big role in whoever can jump out in front. Last week we saw Terre Haute South really a good first half. They looked excellent going up against Bloomington North, and then the second half kind of sputtered a little bit. The running game didn't take hold in the second half, and they ended up losing that one by 10. Terre Haute North's had a rough go of it so far. You hope to see them turn things around. We heard Coach Gant saying, we're past the jitters. We're past all that stuff. We're ready to play. So there's going to be a lot of tension and a lot of emotion in this one. And who's going to handle it best? I have no idea, Walt. So let's find out.
We thank our sponsors tonight: A+ Printing, Culver's, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane, Hamilton Center, Honey Creek Collision, Lens Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. York's our transportation sponsor. Each and every game, they have locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield, a total of 6 to serve you, and yes, especially you. The captains are on the field with the referees. The coin toss on the beautiful north end of the 50-yard line. The stands are pretty packed, Troy Wilson. There's not a whole lot of seats to be had in the bleachers. There's not a lot of parking spaces to be had here on the premises either.
No, I'm way out by the road out there. So, but no, the north stands here, not the north stands, or the west stands with the north fans. They're packed to the gills, and South has traveled well across town tonight as they are rivaling the Patriot crowd with the noise they're making over there.
They are, and of course the Braves do carry the bell, and might I add, as we talked about the helmets for the Patriots. I really like those helmets. I see these red and white unis for the Braves that are looking pretty good.
Yeah, those are pretty sharp. I like those a lot.
If they had a different helmet, had a white helmet, I would think they might be Center Grove.
That's true. I never thought of that.
I like that uniform. That is a sharp uniform. You see the Braves will kick off to the Patriots to start things off. The Patriots will send back Zion Menke along with Sam Willard to receive this kickoff.
Let's not forget, this is also a Conference Indiana game. Both of these teams in conference against each other. This is the second of 3 straight for Terre Haute South and the second of 4 straight for the Patriots.
Griffin Runyon kicking this thing off, and we are underway. Will Hurt, a little bobbling at the goal line, but had to bring this thing out. Let's see what kind of run back he can get. Well inside the red zone. Didn't get back to the 15-yard line even. When you bobble the ball, maybe a little jitters, a little nerves for the sophomore. And the Terre Haute North Patriots will start their first possession on the 12-yard line.
Yeah, just a little bobble back there, and they're going to start deep in the hole here. We see Harrison Wetzel in there at quarterback for the Patriots. The 5'10 sophomore will lead the Patriots into battle here. We saw the Braves give up quite a bit through the air last week, so let's see if that is what the Patriots choose to attack.
So here we go in the shotgun formation. Both receivers in the route, and the first give is going for a minimal gain as Landon Wilkinson making the tackle for the Braves.
Sam Wayert on the run. Only picked up a yard on that one.
Very impressive that the game started. I think they started at like 6:58. Like a game that starts on time. Second down. We'll call it 9. Plenty of time in the play. Cock man in motion. He's got the ball. It's going to be a pass. Looking for a man. Nobody there. Jump ball, but caught.
Wow.
At the 42-yard line. Give your guy a chance. He comes down with it. Was that Millington? Who do we have there?
I think it was Cam Baker with the toss. So how about that? The Patriots coming out with a little different lineup there as Cam Baker
Yep.
connects on a 29-yard pass play.
Here comes the Patriots, little counter play with Wehurt, over the middle for a few yards. Nice a carry there for Wehurt as the Patriots with the big pass play, a little trickeration there to get the game started. A little fans buzzing here.
Yeah, that got them fired up over here on this side. So see if they can keep it moving here. Another 3-yard pickup on first down. Not too bad.
4 receivers in the formation, 2 to the right, to the left. Wetzel looking this side, completed near the 50-yard line. Tackle made, one of the Braves, Nick Yatsky.
That was Dalton Herzman on the catch, just a freshman, 6'4" tight end. So another one of those kind of developing weapons for this Patriot offense.
3rd down and 3, 9:30 shows on the clock here in the first quarter. 3-by-1, 3 on the far side. What did the Patriots do here on 3rd and 3? 4-man front for the Braves. Trying to tee off. Not getting in the backfield. Oh boy,
goodness.
What a hit. Could be close, but a little bit short. As the throw was just behind the intended receiver, turned him around ever so slightly. A little bit better pass, and you lead him for that first down.
Yeah, Nick Yatsko he delivered some punishment on that one. That was a huge hit on Dalton Herzman. And now going for it on 4th and 1.
How about this call right here, Troy?
It's gutsy. It's early.
I think I like it.
Cross midfield. Yeah, I agree with it.
4th and 1. It's going to be a quarterback sneak from Baker coming from the far side slot. That should be enough for a Patriot first down.
So how about this start from Terre Haute North? A lot of excitement on this one. Cam Baker sneaks in there, grabs the first down. Now we're getting the crowd into it.
I'm going to tell you what. I love the formation. I love that play right there. A couple of things we haven't seen from the Patriots as of yet.
If there's one game this year where they're going to pull out all the tricks, this is going to be it, and they're using them early.
From the 47-yard line of the Braves, a methodical drive for the Patriots, just what the doctor ordered. Got to finish this thing with points. Wetzel back, little screen pass. Has a little room over the middle. Keep that ball, son. Ball security going to be paramount for both teams here tonight.
Absolutely. Isaiah Mankey with that one. That's another 5-yard gain. So the Patriots moving it right down the field here to start things off.
Some would say they dink and they dunk. But the point is they're moving the ball down the field. One big play. That was a 28-yard pass reception on play number 2. Everything else has been short yardage, but they're moving these chains. It is 2nd and 5.
They're keeping that Brave offense off the field.
Right. That's right. Nice long drive, draining that play clock. I absolutely love it. Handoff, looking for a hole. Makes one cut, got what he can. It looked like that was Baker once again on the carry. Nope.
Wyatt
on the carry, excuse me. Going to bring up a 3rd down and short. Very manageable once again. Well, just like he just got to the line of scrimmage. Well, no.
Yeah, they didn't give him any on that one. So 3rd and 5 for the Patriots.
They moved it to 3rd and 3 now, so gave him a couple of yards. This drive over 5 minutes now. Looking, Wetzel, out. Oh boy, he just had to pitch this thing away. Second effort, third effort. What a move! Sam Wehert. Where's the spot?
Looks like it's going to be fourth and really short.
I tell you what, that could have gone down as maybe a 1-yard loss, but a great effort. A fantastic effort by Sam Wehert.
Yeah, just at the last second, Wetzel caught him out of the corner of his eye and was able to get the ball to him.
Timeout on the field. It looked like maybe the Patriots had to call a timeout here. 4th down and 1 after this commercial timeout. We'll be right back.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Honey Creek Collision is a second-generation, family-owned and operated business that you can trust.
So when your insurance company asks, tell them you're going to Honey Creek Collision.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
During the timeout, a measurement, and it was a first down. 1st and 10, Patriots, 37-yard line. Here comes Hersman in motion. Wetzel looking, finds him. Oh, he stumbles, stays on his feet. That was Wehert coming out of the backfield. Another positive yardage play for the Patriots. Also, completion number 5.
5 for 5 so far. So they've all been pretty short passes from Wetzel, but he's been super accurate. He's finding his man, and now they're down inside the 35-yard line.
This drive is now over 6 minutes long. You could not script. I know we haven't finished the drive yet. You could not script it better for the Patriots to start this game off.
No, absolutely not, especially after the licking they took last week. This is just what the doctor ordered.
Out of the backfield, here comes Wehert. Oh, boy, he got walloped, but he did gain 3 or 4 yards. There's some sticking going on out there.
Yeah, Coy Bender laid him out on that one. That's been a couple massive hits on the Patriot receivers so far.
Going to be 3rd down and 4 from the 34-yard line. We are in 2-down territory, I'm sure. Wehert to Wetzel's right.
They're playing way off Hersman down here.
Wetzel, a strong throw. Oh, caught. It was bobbled, but he caught it. A little short for the first down, but it was a completion by Hersman.
Yeah, their DB started about 8 yards off of him, and I think Wetzel saw that. Caught him, but the defensive back recovered pretty well. It's now 4th and 2.
We've already seen 1 4th down completion for the Patriots. Will we have number 2? 4th and 2 from the 30-yard line. This play is massive. Oh, do we have motion? Little skinny slant. First down, Patriots at the 21-yard line. Cam Baker on the reception from Wetzel.
7 for 7 now on this drive.
Mercy sakes alive. First and 10 from the 20. Here comes a hole right side. Closed quickly. Got back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. What a just fantastic drive. How about Coach Gant have the boys ready? And the Patriots offensively just look really, really sharp.
They really do. I don't know if they had this scripted, but it's, as you said, going perfectly to script so far at a 9-minute mark now of this first drive.
This is the 15th play of the first drive. Braves have not touched the ball yet. We're under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. When the Braves get the ball, a little jump pass, floated in the air a little too long as the Patriots lost about 4 yards on that play. It's a completion, but that one, I think they might want to have an incompletion on that one.
Yeah, I think the fans over here were waiting with bated breath as that one fell down. That was a little bit scary while that one floated through the air.
Patriots are fortunate that there were defensive linemen pursuing the ball, not defensive backs.
Yeah, exactly.
3rd and 14, 3rd and long for the first time tonight. 2-by-2 with the Patriots. Wetzel looking, and he's sacked. He goes down hard as guess who? Landon Wilkinson. Is there a flag on the play? Did I hear that? No? Okay.
That was Chris Herron that got in there.
Excuse me. So a big 4th down. Please punt this ball, Coach Gant. I am a big proponent of punting in this situation. You're punting from the 45-yard line. A lot of punters here. They're going to get a timeout. Timeout. Think about this thing. This is the first official timeout. We're going to step aside for a commercial break. We'll come back with this pitiful 4th down.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
You're all 4th down and 20 from the 31-yard line. Patriot offense to stay on the field, Troy.
I don't know about this. 4th and 20. I like your idea of punting, Walt. Pin them deep if you can. Right. If not, they come out to the 20. I mean, this is hopefully not the emotions getting the better of the Patriot coaching staff here.
Play number 17. Is it going to be a pooch punt? Or are we going to have a pass play of some sort? Oh, they move. Who moved first, though?
Got him.
Did the Patriots move first or the Braves move first? We had the movement on either side.
I think it was Isaac.
Though.
It was. Got his own man.
Yeah. Now, what do you do?
Got to punt this.
Oh, mercy.
4th and 25. You have to.
So the first penalty of the night pushed the Patriots back to the 36. Still offensive formation here. Yeah, Wetzel. He's going to throw this thing deep. The offensive, that's a penalty.
Oh, my
Pass
goodness.
Interference, an easy one right there. Oh, my. I guess that's why you run a play. You hope the defender makes a mistake, and that's exactly what happened.
Absolutely bailed out. Is that Holman?
I think it is.
I think that was Eimer Holman. Got his hands out and
had no idea where the ball was.
Nope.
Yeah.
That wasn't even going to be close either, but
wow.
Now it's going to bring it up to 4th and 10.
Oh, my goodness, my goodness.
Yeah, that should be a first down, right?
Yep, I believe so.
Boy, what a killer penalty there for the Braves.
Well, still fourth down. I guess since we're not in college football.
Yeah, they're
and another. Oh boy, was play clock down.
Another timeout.
Well, another timeout for the Patriots. We'll be right back.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like Butterburgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1.
And after the timeout, the Terre Haute North Patriots attempt the field goal. Senior Jack Butwin, not quite enough length on that. It's a great effort as just a little shy. The Patriots, however, have the ball for over 10 minutes. They didn't quite score. They're very close to getting that field goal. But the Terre Haute South Brave offense just getting on the field for the first time.
Yeah, it was about a 38-yard attempt, but one just shy on it. What a great drive by Terre Haute North, but to come up empty kind of stings a little bit.
Yep.
So let's hope the defense can maybe get the Braves off the field quickly, get that offense back out there. But we saw the running game of the Braves last week, and do the Patriots have an answer?
Well, here comes old Brady Wilson with the Terre Haute South offense, looking to pass on first down, screen set up. Here comes the shifty and diminutive Zaire White. White, of course, last week having just a monster game.
Yeah, he had the third most yards in school history last week, and no slowing down as he gets a 4-yard gain on the first play from scrimmage.
Haven't seen very many screens from Terre Haute South as of yet, and I like the fact that they have that on play number 1. 4 down linemen for the Patriots. It looked like a little movement, man. There's a flag on the play on the far sideline.
That's going to go against Terre Haute South.
So now both teams with South with 2 penalties. And the Patriots with 1. This is going to bring up a second down to 11. Wilson is shotgun. White flanking him, looking to pick up a block. Just in time to get the pass completed to A.J. Watkins.
Watkins, the leading receiver for Terre Haute South so far this year, averaging over 102 yards per game.
And a big third down for the Braves here coming up. A big one for the Patriots defense. Under a minute, first quarter. 2 receivers on each side of the ball with White in the backfield. Handed off to White. Could have been a hole in the backfield, very close to it. White looking for the first down. Gets chopped down, but he stays on his feet. The second and the third effort by Zaire White. Now flag after the play's over. Who will this infraction be on?
Baker came up and laid the wood to him. It looked like a legal hit to me, but
26.7 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. The Patriots started the game with an extremely long drive. Came up dry, though, but still a lot to feel good about for the Patriots on that drive.
By far the most successful drive they've had all year. I mean, this is a team that's averaging just over 8 points per game, and that was an absolute march down the field.
Right.
Just couldn't quite finish it.
It made me wonder if the Terre Haute South offense would be a little anxious coming out, but I know it was the first quarter, you know, give a situation where they don't score, they give the ball back as we have a personal foul penalty on the Braves.
Wow.
Personal foul penalty on the Patriots that'll offset. The result will be first down, looks like, after the completion. Right? So we'll have first and 10 for the 28. Excuse me, not 28, from the 38.
That's about a 10-yard run for his first rush of the day. We did hear Coach Aaron before the game say Eimer Holman is obviously better this week, and he will play a role in that backfield today.
And he will, and I think he'll probably play more defensive snaps than offensive. This definitely could be utilized there with Zaire White just looking for workhorse. First and 10, could be the last play of the quarter. Little shovel to White, looking for a lane. Then he gets positive yardage. Look at that. Across the first down, the pile just carries and carries. First down South.
This kid's unbelievable. Yep. The way, I mean, those legs do not stop. They're going to get another play off here.
50-yard line, clock moving, under 10 seconds now. So what do they have here? Wilson looking, completed over the middle. And that'll lead us to the end of the first quarter. There is no score on the board. Chris Heron with the reception that leads us to the end of the first. We'll be right back. Quarter number 2, South is on the move.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like butter burgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
After tonight, we'll be at Northview next week. The Owen Valley Patriots will have Patriots for the second week in a row, but next week will be Owen Valley at Northview. And that'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff, a Western Indiana Conference affair. September 15th, Owen Valley at Northview right here on the Indiana Sports Network. Starting quarter number 2. Troy Wilson, your overall impressions of quarter number 1?
I'm pretty impressed with the Patriot offense. That drive was incredible, but they got to make sure the Braves don't scamper down the field on them here.
Second down and 3, hand off to White. Shifty gets through the line of scrimmage into the second level, and he'll have more than enough for a Brave first down.
Zaire White picking up right where he left off last week. Already 3 rushes, 28 yards.
Yep. And last week, just you can't sing his praises enough. Hope he had a nice some treatment after that after that game.
They said before the game he squats about 400.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Incredible.
Early second quarter. Wilson back to pass, looking as he rolls to the near side. Turns his body and zips one down the field. Oh my, completed to A.J. Suggs.
That was a wild one. A great catch on the sidelines.
A.J. Suggs wasn't quite, I think he was injured at the beginning of the season, I do believe. And I was hearing people talk about, boy, when we get A.J. back, he adds a dimension. You see that reception to the sophomore, 5'9", first and goal from the 9-yard line. The Braves ready to strike. Hand off to White. Look, oh my, what a move in the hole. Ooh. Did the ball come out? Did the ball come out? Patriots are pointing. They have it!
Wow.
First turnover of the game. The Patriots have the ball.
Wow. Everything going the Patriot way so far. South marches down the field, and they blow it right at the end of their long drive. How about that?
So the Terre Haute North Patriot defense stands up. They strip at the ball at every opportunity. They were very opportunistic. They have the ball in the shadow of their own goal line. They have it 1st and 10 from the 1.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky back here to stay out of trouble.
11 minutes, 12 seconds. Wetzel is in the shotgun. I'd love to see him under center for this play. Makes me a little bit nervous. Oh, there we go. You come up with, I think that was Cam Baker coming up to get that snap to give the Patriots a little bit more room. Did he get half a yard there? Didn't get much push from the North offensive line on that first down play.
And if you're South, you got to load up and send the house on this one.
Wetzel, does he dare throw from his end zone? He does. Throws one down the field. Oh, my goodness, what a catch. Circus catch from Cam Baker. How do you do?
Walt, this is nuts. Harrison Wetzel is 9 for 9. Brady Wilson's 4 for 4. And Cam Baker's 1 for 1. Nobody's thrown an incomplete pass yet in this ball game.
What a massive play right there for the Patriots. 10 minutes on the clock to keep this drive going and to get out of the shadow of their goal line. 2 big plays for the Patriots, the 2 biggest of the night. Really offensively, and then also the fumble recovery. So the 3 biggest plays of the night, all by the Terre Haute North Patriots. Here come the Patriots in the backfield. Cut down. That was Vince Dates, I do believe.
You don't see him running the ball a whole lot.
Did I get the number right?
Yeah, that was Dates.
Okay, all right.
Actually lost yardage on that one. So a loss of 3.
Patriots second and 13.
I see the Patriots keep this momentum going.
Nice play, nice reception, great timing. Also a great stick from Terre Haute South to keep it a short gain. I'm going to tell you what, Wetzel's been on the money.
Oh, man, 10 for 10 now. As that was a gain of 4. But he's had 1 big hitter in there, and now they've put this back into a somewhat manageable 3rd down. This Brave defense has got to be wondering when they're going to get a break.
That's right. They've been on the field so much. And a whistle. Do we have another timeout? We do. 3rd timeout used by the Patriots. We'll be right back. 8:10 to go, 2nd quarter.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Honey Creek Collision is a second-generation, family-owned and operated business that you can trust.
So when your insurance company asks, tell them you're going to Honey Creek Collision.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
3rd down and 8 for this next Patriots play from their own 32-yard line. Wetzel back to pass, under pressure. Braves can't get there. He's going to scramble for the first and so much more. Out to the 48, maybe the 49-yard line. There is an injured Brave in the backfield. Might be A.J. Suggs, and I believe that a flag on the play.
I think it might have been a late hit.
Oh, boy. Might be an insult to injury if this Brave is not able to get up here. We're going to step aside as we have an injured player, an injury timeout. We'll be right back.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
I am Matt Billieu, and this is my account. My relationship with Riddell started with a personal home loan, moving back to the area, and from there it blossomed into a business opportunity. Riddell, I think, is so much more than just a bank. They're a true partner. It's been so great, the relationship that we have with Riddell. They've partnered with us to make our family's dreams come true and bring Culver's to the Terre Haute community.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
You're all.
Well, we thought we were going to have a first down, but evidently we don't. We have, after the penalties, we're going to stay with 3rd down. Were those offsetting penalties there or something?
I must have been. They took away the run. They never really explained it too well. Coach Gant got an explanation.
Wetzel looking, goes down, sack number 2 of the night. Terre Haute South got in the backfield, and on that play,
Javier Garrett.
Yes, sir. 5'8" freshman for the sophomore for the Braves. That'll bring on the punt team for the first time for the Patriots, as Wetzel couldn't quite get out of that grass. While we have a moment, I want to say a big hello to Coach Gant's mother, Miss Kizzy, who lives in Florida watching the game. Hope you're doing well, ma'am, and enjoying the Patriots. Not able to score yet, but they're looking awfully good. Your baby boy is coaching them up. See if they can keep it going. A big hello to Miss Kizzy. And
no.
I don't like that one. Sam Wehurt scrambling for his life, going left, right, now back to the near side, and he go down. I don't know if that was a call or if that was
looked planned.
Misinterpreted signal. Boy.
Not sure about that one, Walt.
Me neither.
You've set the Braves up. Golden opportunity in front of Terre Haute South. Boy, that looked certainly looked like he meant to do it. I mean, I don't know. That's in a game this tight, it's a field position game, and they just flipped it the wrong way.
So the Braves will have the ball, 1st and 10 from the Patriot 27-yard line. So without a doubt, the best starting field position for anybody tonight.
Remember, the Braves got down to the 1-yard line, fumbled it away on their first possession.
Passing a near side, tiptoeing on the sideline so effortlessly. Chris Herron, what a great combination, these two. Great chemistry.
Yeah, they really do. They, Herron turns at the perfect time. Wilson's got the ball right there when he does. Seems like almost every time.
So still, if I'm thinking correctly, nary an incompletion between these quarterbacks tonight?
Yeah, I've got a combined 15 for 15 so far. Just unbelievable.
Zaire White going right side, gets shot down after a short gain. Patriots continuing their block. I love that. Put the guy in the grass. And so we have first and goal for the 5, I do believe here. White trying to pick up a block. He does. Wilson over the middle. Chris Herron. And the Braves get first blood.
Chris Herron, a little slant across the middle, and Terre Haute South on the board. Chris Herron, yet another touchdown. As on the season, if I can look at the right notes here, Walt, I'm always looking at the wrong side of things. That is his 3rd receiving touchdown, Wilson's 8th touchdown toss.
Chris Herron, a 6'5", 215 tight end with a wide body, a strong body, and a great target for his quarterback, Brady Wilson. Kick is up, and it is good by Griffin Runyon. The Terre Haute South Braves 7, Patriot 0, 6:30 to go, second quarter. Be right back.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1.
You are.
You're #1 at York.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like butter burgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week.
So after the fake punt, Terre Haute South Braves take advantage, having the ball in the north 26-yard line. They score. A pass, Wilson to Herron, and now Griffin Runyon will kick this off to the Patriots. Very nice driving kick received at the 8-yard line, and see what the Patriots can do. They come out and get to the 20-yard line as Jaden Poole did the best that he could. Excuse me, that was not Jaden Poole. I apologize. That was Isaiah Minky. Talk about looking at the wrong side of things. I'm looking at the wrong roster.
It happens.
21. Yeah.
Quick update, Walt. The end of the first quarter, Northview leading West Vigo 26-0.
Ouch.
So the Knights continuing their winning ways, and the Vikings still having a rough go of it as we get into week 4.
That's a running clock special after halftime there.
Also, the Hoosiers leading the Sycamores 21-0 down in Bloomington.
And unfortunately, there's no. I firmly believe college should have a running clock. I'm sorry, I just believe that. Once you get to put it at 40 points, something, I don't care. Who needs to be embarrassed like that? I'm not saying the Sycamores will get beat by 40, but I'm just saying. Nice carry by the Patriots running back.
States.
I have a lot of sports belief that people would think are crazy. That's one of them, I'm sure. If Herb King was sitting here, he'd be like, Walt, you're nuts.
Gain of 5 for Dates there. Nice first down run. Let's see if the Patriots can put together. They've had two decent drives, at least time-wise, and see if they can put one more together and maybe equal this thing up before we head to half. It's been a very brisk first half here.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Dates with the carry once again, runs into his lineman. Control the ball, young man. I get a little nervous when the ball's flopping around like that.
Yeah, he lost it, but it was after he hit the ground.
Yep. Ball has got to be held tightly to your breastplate, especially in traffic. It cannot be chicken winging out there, flopping around. It's going to get slopped out of you.
It's now another 3rd and 7 here for the Patriots.
This is just what the Braves want, 3rd and long for the Patriots. That's what they want.
They would love to put this thing at 2 scores pretty quick.
Clock nearing 4:50. Pressure. Nope, they drop off. Just rush 3. Short pass is short. They were looking for Cam Baker. Defensive back tried to make a jump on that, and I think that was Hool.
And Walt, we finally had an incompletion.
Yeah, we did. Took us how many attempts to get there? 17 or something like that?
Yeah, Wetzel, 17, you're right. Wow. 17th pass of the night before one finally finds the turf. And let's hand it to these two quarterbacks. What a pretty impressive show here in the first half.
I agree. So the Patriots going to punt here. And it's a beauty. Oh, it's a great punt. Whoa. Fumbled at the 35, picked up, and he's chopped down right there. Terre Haute South will have the ball at the 35 after this commercial break.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
4:35 to go. In quarter number 2, Braves are up 7-0 as they hand the ball off to Zaire White. Zaire White is just, I'm telling you, every time he touches the ball, is 5, 6, 7 yards.
The guy's never stationary. Yeah. There's no dancing in the backfield. No. He's north-south, but he's so jukey and quick that he is incredibly hard to bring down.
Big props to these big offensive linemen. Opening up some holes. But how about the defensive line for the Patriots hanging in there? They're doing much better than Bloomington North did last week. Pass out to the far side. A stiff arm gets the first down. What great second effort after the completion from Wilson.
And once again, that's A.J. Suggs, his second reception of the night.
Suggs very active here tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, we don't see a whole lot of him. At least we haven't so far, but he's a nice big target out there, and he's got some moves too.
I just think the young man is, I think health was the issue at the beginning of the season from what I was hearing. And so I just kept hearing his praises. Like, okay, wait till we get AJ out there. Now I see what my buddy was talking about. 3:33 to go on the clock first half. High snap and a great pursuit by the Patriots as they keep Zaire White bottled up on that play. Got back to the line of scrimmage. I believe that's it.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen him run and not gain a yard.
I think you're right. Gavin White at the bottom of your screen. Not sure if he's been targeted yet. Heron in the near side slot. Suggs to the left of him. Probably Watkins on the far side. Looking, here comes Watkins. Reception, spins out of a tackle. Oof. Takes a hit at the 30. A.J. Watkins, another reception, another big play, and another first down for the Braves.
Boy, they're moving now, starting to get a rhythm with Wilson, and he's got some big targets out there. A.J. Watkins, he had another grab. Is that a gain of about, what, 17 or so?
17, yeah.
And Wilson's still perfect on the night, 8 for 8.
Boy, oh boy. Some gunslinging going on out here. Wilson has a very strong arm. Of course, his father is a coach for Indiana State University. So some of the tutelage that he's getting in the household cannot be replicated. Here comes a White busting through the line as he picks up around 7. We're under 2 minutes. There is no 2-minute warning in high school.
Walt, real quickly, I'm going to use this platform to brag for a moment.
Go right ahead.
My daughter Ava was selected as an IU Star of Honor today for her good grades and citizenship. But the best part is we get 5 free tickets to the Wisconsin IU game. So I'm kind of excited about that one. So thank you, darling. I appreciate the hard work.
That's awesome. Paying off quite a bit. And what grade is she in?
She's in 2nd grade at Dixie B, and thank you to her teacher, Mrs. Thornton. Just a wonderful teacher. Ava loves her to death.
Excellent. You know, the thing about our our youth, we have some excellent students in our school corporation going on to do big things. That was another completion there, first down completion there for the Braves, first 10 from the 17-yard line. 4 receivers in the route once again. Wilson back under pressure. Goes to the end zone. Touchdown. Chris Tinkle Toes Heron. Tippity tap it in the back of the end zone for the score.
It's that magic connection they've got. Wilson's 9th touchdown pass of the year, and Heron brings in his 2nd of the night and his 4th touchdown reception of the season. Now a 13-0 Braves lead.
Griffin Runyon on for the PAT. Good snap, good hold. Waiting for a signal.
They're having a discussion.
No
good.
Kick was missed, so it's 13-0 Braves. 1 minute, 11 seconds to go in the half. We'll be right back.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Honey Creek Collision is a 2nd-generation, family-owned and operated business that you can trust.
So when your insurance company asks, tell them you're going to Honey Creek Collision.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
13-0, 1 minute, 11 seconds to go. I'm telling you what, if I'm Coach Heron, I'd onside kick. I would.
That'd be a
three timeouts. I'd onside kick. I'd onside kick right here.
Especially the way your offense is rolling.
I'd go for it.
You trying to demoralize the Patriots?
Well, you're only up 2 scores, so it's not like you're Northview over West Vigo right now. Here comes the one hopper across the 20, 25. Oh, upended at the 26. Oh.
Somehow his own man ended up under him there.
$59.4 rest on the clock.
You got to pull out all the stops here if you're North. Take a few shots, you know.
I'd be very careful.
You know.
I honestly would. It's a very safe pass, and see if the Braves use a timeout or not. 3-man rush going deep, up for grabs. Who's got it? Could be a pick, could be a reception. They're talking about it. Terre Haute South has the ball right now. Trevor Branch holding the ball in the air. They're saying reception.
Oh, no.
North. South is incensed.
Wow. I told you, Walt, you got to take a couple shots.
Well, there's shot number 1. Patriots have no timeout. They're right on the ball, ready to go. Braves defense has got to be ready now. Wetzel looking, scrambling, throw the ball away! Throw the ball away, young man! Oh no, a sack. You cannot take a sack in this situation. Patriots have no timeouts, and we got a whistle. We have a whistle on the field. The clock is stopped after the sack. The officials they called the timeout. They were discussing something. Wow. What happened? I know the Terre Haute South called the timeout. Okay. The Braves called the timeout with 33.9. We're going to keep this right here. They got the sack, so it'll be second down and oh gosh, what, 19, 18, something like that?
Yeah, I think you lost 8 on that one. So
yeah, so 37.4 to go. South would love to get this ball back as team, and I'd like to use the timeouts right here.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Heron and Watkins and all these guys. You got some weapons you can go to work with and score pretty quickly. So, and they've got the Patriot defense on their heels.
They do, and so that's why I kind of, the tide has definitely turned here in quarter number 2. That's why I would have thought about that onside kick. Just to kind of.
I like that call. I like your thinking with that. I don't always agree with you, but I like that one.
Nobody does, man. Let me tell you. Rightly so, too. I'll lose you a lot of money.
Here we go, 2nd and 18.
What do you draw up here? Whatever it is, it better be safe.
Nope.
Looking down the field.
No.
Who cares about safe? Intercepted at the 25-yard line.
That's
Braves
Holman.
looking for a running back. Across the 40, 45, 50. Runs over a man. Is there a flag on the play?
Yeah, we got a flag back here.
At the 22-yard line, there is a flag. We'll see what the call is. Amir Holman was looking to hit somebody, and he did right there.
Yeah, that one's going to go against the Braves, I think.
Dates is down right now. Vince Dates struggling to get off the field. He's on his keister, tried to come off to the sideline. Not able to get there. His teammates are helping him. Maybe some cramps. As the Braves will be penalized, and they'll be pushed way back.
Yeah, that took place behind where Holman was when he intercepted it.
Yeah.
So they're going to be starting really, boy, if they would have had it where he ended up at, though, great shape. But that penalty that's a second huge penalty against South in this half. They got away with the first one.
They did. Pushes them all the way back to the 11-yard line. As now, when you look at this, I guess you don't really expect much out of the drive now. I mean, 23.6 to go. You get the ball back to begin the third quarter. You play this one safe here. inside the 15-yard line, in my estimation.
Yeah, you have to now. It's too much green in front of you, you would think.
Watch him throw one deep like you talk about. Watch this. 4 receivers in the route.
It is a rivalry game, Walt.
Back to pass. Wilson scrambling. Don't take a hit. Don't throw it up for grabs. Oh, my gosh. Oh, A.J. Watkins, there was no one near him. If the ball could have been thrown a little bit, did he get hit?
Slow to get up.
Yeah, he got popped. He was trying to turn his shoulders to make that throw and got popped.
Yeah, he's feeling it a little bit.
You know, when you roll him out to the left, that's what you're going to get.
And took until 17 seconds left in the first half. Wilson finally threw an incompletion.
You're right. So both quarterbacks, 1 incompletion, is that right?
Well, yeah, I mean, he had the pick there. But
well, this could be the last play of the half as we got a run play. It's going to be, I think, a first down. So stop the chains, stop the clock with 11.5. They'll move the chains, I do believe. Nope, South's going to call the timeout. We'll keep this right here once again. 11.5 seconds to go, Troy. You still have, after this, you still have 1 timeout. You can run, 2 plays if you're really, really good? 3?
Yeah, and, I mean, I don't know how much they trust Runyon. I mean, I don't know his leg real well.
Yeah, I mean,
so
you're going to have a long play to.
You got to get
70 yards?
Yeah, well, it's 79 to the end zone, so
60 yards?
You're thinking 60 or so. But, yeah, I mean, at that point, you're thinking touchdown. So I think you draw up your 79-yard play, and we'll go from there. And I'm guessing it would involve Chris Herron.
You know, you could be right. What a very spirited and entertaining first half we've had with Terre Haute North owning quarter number 1, but not able to get on the scoreboard. Terre Haute South turning the tide in quarter number 2.
Yeah, and, you know, last week I remember you talking about how that game, it just lost all its flow. You know, this one's had a great flow to it. It's been super fun to watch. Both teams really came out with a lot of energy, and it's been a well-played first half overall. A couple mistakes that have ended up costing both sides, but see if the Braves have some last-minute magic.
11.5 seconds. Wilson in shotgun, 1 timeout at his disposal. They'll run the ball. White across the 30, 35. Clock stops at 5.1. And they'll wind it at the officials ready. And the Braves take their last timeout. 5.1 seconds with this last timeout. I think. Do you air one out your last play and hope for a penalty possibly?
Yeah, I think see how far Brady can throw it. And, yeah, the old fly pattern's what we're looking at here. But you never know. Get a penalty down there. You can get an untimed down and take a crack at it.
You know, just like, of course, the penalty would only be, 10 yards? 10 yards right. You say it was pass interference, for example, like you saw in the first quarter for Terre Haute South. Against Terre Haute South, I should say. So you just, I don't know the extent of Brady Wilson's arm. I
think we're about to find out.
Do you rush 3? Do you rush 4, maybe 5? What do you do here? Defensively for Terre Haute North.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I think you cut me off for that one. I don't know. I think you want to play everybody pretty deep, make sure nothing gets behind you. But you don't care if they gain 78 yards. You just don't want them getting in the end zone. So.
And you've got 5 Patriots around 10 yards of line of scrimmage or farther. So they are, like you said, they're playing it deep. They're rushing forward, though. You're going to give this thing hand off to Vaughn once again. So, to White once again. And that will end the very entertaining, very spirited first half. Lots of pageantry here on the gridiron at Terre Haute North. The rivalry game 2023 between the Terre Haute North Patriots and the Terre Haute South Braves. A 13-0 lead after 2 quarters. We'll step aside and come back. Halftime stats and analysis. You're watching Battle the Bell here on the Indiana Sports Network.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service, dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
It's time for the halftime report on the Indiana Sports Network.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, Troy, a couple of 0-3 teams really playing some pretty spirited football. Neither one of these, to be honest with you, have looked like a winless 0-3 team through the first 24 minutes. 13-0 Braves on the scoreboard. Could be a little worse, but also could be not as bad if some things had transpired differently. Maybe not the fake punt or also if White went to fumble at the one. But all said, a really pretty well played football game.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Terre Haute North, pretty impressive. You know, they've really struggled through the first 3 weeks of the year, and they brought it tonight. And it's fun to see this. They can be a pretty decent team when they put it all together. And, boy, if it weren't for that first drive kind of sputtered out on them. I really did not like the fake punt down there. That really hurt them and put South in the end zone right away. The quarterbacks have played really well.
They have.
And other than, kind of the throwaway interception there by Wetzel, but it's those big mistakes that have been the difference. 2 big sacks from the South defense have played a role. A couple big penalties going against South. They didn't really give themselves a chance with the big penalty there at the end. They made the field way longer than it should have been. So a couple mistakes here and there. Of course, the fumble. And, this could be a very different ball game, but what we've had has been really entertaining. Pretty good one.
One name that you mentioned, Harrison Wetzel, quarterback of Terre Haute North, the sophomore, has looked really sharp. I've been very impressed with what I've seen from him here tonight.
Yeah, 11 of 13, and I think he completed his first 11 passes. So great start for him. He's got 79 yards. Other than taking those 2 sacks, things have been going pretty good. The interception ended up kind of no harm, no foul. So you put that one out of your memory and come out like it's a new game here in the second half. Brady Wilson's been outstanding. That's what we expect from him. He's 10 of 11 on the night and 75 yards, 2 touchdowns, both to Heron. So it's that old combination that's getting at the Patriots so far.
When you look at the weapons that Brady Wilson has at his disposal, it's just an embarrassment of riches. You look at Zaire White, you can hand the ball to, but then they have 4 very serviceable receivers. This receiving core, I think, would rival the majority of them in the Class 5A. There's not too many receiving cores that are deeper and more talented than the starting receivers that the Terre Haute South Braves put on the field.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Any coach anywhere in the state would love to have these guys. I mean, not only Heron, the two AJs, man. You got Suggs showing up tonight,
Wow.
2 big catches. He's got 31 yards receiving, and AJ Watkins doing what he does. He's got 23 on just 2 catches. So, they may target them a little more because it's been pretty effective. You can tell the Patriots were kind of keyed in on Zaire. He's up to 74 yards nonetheless.
And he's had to work for that, too.
He did. He's done a lot of work for it. He hasn't really broken free at all. But, they haven't even used Eimer Holman on offense. So many weapons on this Braves team. We knew, at least I felt like they were, better than their record showed, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
We've talked about their losses this year. Plainfield, really good school.
Yep.
And then the heartbreaker on the Saturday in week 2. And then last week, of course, Bloomington North's no joke.
That's right.
And they had a legit shot in that one. They just kind of fell apart in the second half. So they're looking to get in the win column. But Terre Haute North, if they're going to sneak one in this year, tonight may be the night.
That's right. Very tough minded Patriot group that played very inspired through the first 24 minutes. Got 24 minutes to go. Till quarters 3 and 4 will be massive here tonight. We'll step aside for our first break in our halftime show. When we come back, we'll get our first look at the Patriot Brigade here in 2023 as they are nearing competition season, embarking on it here tomorrow. We'll be right back on the Indiana Sports Network.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s, Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021,
Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people
in central and west central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
And we're back at Terre Haute North High School as the Patriot Brigade is on the field. Our first look at them here in the 2023 marching band season. Not just 2023 football season, this marching band season as well, as these young men and women working so hard. And we'll give you a good, nice little preview of their show right now. And the Patriot Brigade, as you see on your screen, working hard and getting ready for competition.
Radio Gaga, man. I like that.
And before that, had some Queen.
I heard that, yeah.
You know, so the music selections are going to be very interesting for the Patriot Brigade.
Where are you headed tomorrow?
They open competition tomorrow in Brownsburg. So all you band enthusiasts or just people that want to support your young people in high school, they'll be marching in the Brownsburg Invitation, the Invitational. The Terre Haute North Patriot Brigade competes at 3:15 tomorrow afternoon at Brownsburg. Of course, an hour before them will be the Pride of South.
There you go.
Terre Haute South Marching Band.
I knew you'd be up there.
I'll be there watching my boy in my alma mater at Brownsburg. Very excited for invitational number one. One of, I think there's 4 invitationals this year. Maybe 3 invitationals this year in the state competition. Then Bands of America. So we got 5 out of the next 6 weeks. I'll be traveling in the Indianapolis area watching marching bands. And so very exciting time for parents and students alike, but more so for the students as they put in so many hours of hard work.
I'm going to say all that hard work comes together now. I was in marching band in Northview back many moons ago, but that was the work they put in over the summer is just crazy. I told you last week I drive by South quite a bit at work and stuff, and you always see them out there pounding the pavement, and they're working harder than I do some days. I don't know.
My son told me they got to be at school tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning.
No, that's a Saturday. No. You going to be up by then?
I got to drop the boy off. So I'll be up.
You're happy for this 1 hour first half then. You
my goodness, absolutely. I'm ready to get in the BED. We're at halftime. Braves up 13-0. We'll come back after this commercial break with some more stats and analysis. Get you ready for half number 2. The battle for the bell. Terre Haute North High School on the Indiana Sports Network.
A+ Printing is your best place for uniforms, programs, T-shirts, and hats, plus screen printing, business printing, and documents. Get all your promotional items, including koozies and coffee mugs. Just give Kevin a call. A+ Printing does it all.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
I'm All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at yorkautomotive.com today.
You're #1 at York.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Terre Haute North High School. We're at halftime. The Braves of Terre Haute South lead the Patriots 13-0. Been a very entertaining first half. We would like to quickly run through our schedule for the upcoming weeks. Next week, we have Owen Valley at Northview. Northview right now leading West Vigo at halftime 42-0. So the Knights train keeps on rolling, and they will take on Owen Valley next week. Owen Valley out in front of Edgewood, I believe it is. Yeah, let me look over here real quick. They're leading 14-8 as they near halftime. So Owen Valley's been a bit of a struggle this year. Northview's been rolling better than they have been in the past couple of years, and they look to keep it going. And then, of course, the week after that will be a big one as the Knights pay a visit to the south side of Vigo County to take on these Braves. That'll be an interesting one for sure. But tonight, Terre Haute North came out quick, and they came out hot. A long first drive spanning over 9 minutes. Harrison Wetzel completing his first 10 passes of the night, and it was pretty impressive. It kind of stalled out towards the end. A couple bad decisions here and there. The fake punt, not sure what that was all about, but that led to the first Braves touchdown as Chris Herron was on the receiving end. He had 2 touchdown catches, both up from Brady Wilson. I believe one was 5 yards, one for 17. So it's been the big strikes that have hit the Patriots, and they're still in it, though. The Braves will get the ball to start here in the second half, so it's going to be key for the Patriots to keep them out of the end zone, and maybe they can mount a charge here. As we've mentioned earlier in this broadcast, Patriots 0-3 on the season. You take a quick look back at their year so far. Just got shelled by Northview here on opening night, 48-16, and then they went up to Crispus Attucks, an Indianapolis. That was one we kind of felt like they could win, but they dropped that one 38-10. And then last week, just everything went wrong in a 66-0 loss here at home to Bloomington South as they opened Conference Indiana play. So as far as Conference Indiana goes, the two teams sit at the bottom, both at 0-3. Somebody obviously will get their first win tonight. They're along with Southport, who's also 0-3. But at the top, the two Bloomington schools, undefeated so far. Bloomington South, Bloomington North, both 3-0 on the season, both 1-0 in conference play. Columbus North 2-1 on the season, but still undefeated in conference play as they beat Southport last weekend. So Conference Indiana is a tough one. The upcoming schedules for these two teams, it's not for the faint of heart. We've mentioned Terre Haute South already. They have Bloomington South coming up next week, and that's, of course, a conference game followed by that big game with Northview. And then Terre Haute North, it gets pretty bad. They've got Terre Haute South tonight, Bloomington North on the road next weekend, and then Columbus North the weekend after that. So the Patriots are going to have a rough go of it. We'd like to quickly thank our sponsors here as we near the beginning of the second half. A-Plus Printing, Culver's, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane Trailers, the Hamilton Center, Honey Creek Collision, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, and of course York Automotive. So it's 13-0, Terre Haute South leading Terre Haute North. We're going to take one more quick break, and we'll be back with second half action. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state like Butterburgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Honey Creek Collision is a second-generation, family-owned and operated business that you can trust.
So when your insurance company asks, tell them you're going to Honey Creek Collision.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week.
Back at the broadcast poop.
Spit it out, Walt.
Oh my God. Perch is what I'm trying to say. Our spot where we call this game, as the Braves are up 13-0. Get ready to start quarter number 3. Braves scheduled to have the ball as the Patriots receive the ball to begin the contest, unless Coach Kent dares to onside kick.
Hey, you're all about that tonight, aren't you?
Well, we've seen some surprises from the Patriots already tonight. Do we see another?
Like to see something kind of spark them here. You know, they started so well tonight, and it just slowly kind of leveled off from there. So they look pretty fired up here on the sideline. Let's hope the Patriots can come out and give us a good second half and make this thing a ball game.
You know, during the pregame interview, I know Coach Gant talked about the effort that the boys would have throughout this contest, and he wasn't joking. The effort is there.
Oh, yeah.
It is definitely there, at least for the first 24 minutes. They have to finish now. We have a strong 2 quarters. Anything can happen in this rivalry series. Not saying, I don't know if there's anything that we haven't ever seen before, but we've seen comebacks. We've seen teams with lesser, I guess, hopes of winning a game, and as Coach Gant talked about, it'll be talked about for years and years to come.
Yeah, and remember, this is a game Terre Haute South won last year 56-35.
Yeah.
They've won 4 of the last 5 against North. So the Patriots are looking to kind of turn the tide in this rivalry and get things back to how they used to be a little bit. But South, they're gonna have a little bit of resistance to that, I think.
Yep.
And the Braves will get the ball here to start the second half.
Both teams looking for conference win number 1 and overall win number 1. Jack Budwin, the senior from the soccer team, will kick this off. His first kickoff of the evening. The Braves will take it at the 15-yard line and have a nice run back to the 35, maybe 36. That's Trevor Branch.
Couple quick updates, Walt. We just saw the Sycamores got on the board down in Bloomington, so it's 21-7.
All
Hoosiers.
right.
Indiana State hanging in there a little
First
bit.
score of 2023.
Yeah.
Well, 11 minutes and 58 seconds on the clock. That was a quick run back from Trevor Branch there. Usain Bolt rushing it back. But the Skittles got the better of the clock operator. No, okay. I should say it. I'm joking. And a nice little run here as we start quarter number 2.
That was Zaire White once again, another 5-yard gain as the Braves pick up right where they left. That's his 11th rush of the night.
Yeah.
It's up to 79 yards.
I wonder where he'll end up as far as number of carries. You would think,
He's going to be about 20, maybe a little more.
A little more. Mm-hmm. Definitely depending on how this game progresses.
Yeah, they may ride him a little more if they get a lead late here.
Wilson, to the running back, and he sidesteps one. Gets pushed ahead for about 4 more yards. 2 plays and a first down, all off the legs of Zaire White.
Even when White gets tackled, he gets knocked forward 4 yards somehow.
Right. And that's something. Zaire White, just a dynamo. Only a junior. 3 receivers in the route. Looks like maybe Josh Morgan, I think, one of the receivers. Nonetheless, is going up the middle.
I think that's Holman, isn't it?
Holman. They just, boy. You can call them Thunder and Lightning, maybe, or you can call them Thunder and Thunder. You can call them Lightning and Lightning. I don't know what you want to call those two. But they both possess similar skills as far as elusiveness, power, and speed.
That's not what the Patriots wanted to see. Fresh legs coming in, and they're pretty fresh. He didn't play much last week.
Hit the hole, and look at that young man go. Trying to run over a couple, and he does. His first carries since week 2?
2, yep.
Yes.
So Amir Holman, 2 runs and 25 yards.
And here he comes again, up the hole, covering that ball very well into the second level, nearing a first down. Holman used to carrying the ball a number of times a game, so this is nothing new for him. Plays both ways.
Yeah, he's used to a big workload. Holman averaging only about 30 yards a game, but of course that factors in last week where he was hurt.
Patriots show pressure. They bring pressure and chop down Holman. It'll be a 3rd and 4.
Actually lost a few on that one. So big chance here for the Patriots to get a stop, get this ball back. Try to keep this thing 1 possession game as long as you can if they could get some points on the board.
Yep. 3rd and 4, Holman still in the backfield. Good throw to him. Wilson goes to the pylon. A one-handed grab attempt, no good, as just a little too much of a line.
I think this is, you go for this.
Yeah, third and fourth.
Yeah.
Yes, fourth and fourth. I agree. I agree.
Well, you got to hand it to the Patriot defense, though, for the struggles they've had, giving up over 50 points a game, and they've held a pretty high-powered offense here to just 13 so far.
A.J. Watkins at the bottom of your screen. Josh Morgan to his right. In the slot, A.J. Suggs in a timeout. Play clock was under 5. A timeout for the Braves. We'll be right back.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools.
We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
Out of the timeout, we've got a 4th and 4 for the Braves. They're on the 20-yard line of the Patriots. They're up 13-0. There's 9 minutes to go in the quarter number 3. Big plays. The Patriot fans rise up. Wilson back, looking complete at the 12-yard line to A.J. Watkins.
Well, coming through under pressure there, Brady Wilson. Now 11 of 13 on the night. Been on the money all night long.
My apologies. That was Gavin White with the reception. I believe his first of the night.
Yep. Tony giving you the business up here, Walt.
You got no monitor. What do you want me to do? I'm guessing for numbers. Over the middle, high and overthrown. 2 incompletions on this series.
Yeah, he's falling apart, isn't he?
I'm telling you. Boy, what do you know?
Yeah, Wilson's had a fantastic season so far. And 9 touchdown passes now on the year. Completion percentage about 63%, and that all-important QB rating on the rise. It's up above 120 now.
Holman cuts, looks through the hole, squeezes through, carries a man, but there's a flag on the play. There's a flag at the 7-yard line
holding.
And an injured Brave. It's coming back. It's coming back. Imir Holman does not score. He gets in the end zone, but there will be no touchdown for him on this play.
You wonder how much that steams a running back. They work that hard to get in the end zone for your team, and then it's nope.
A chorus of boos from the South Side fans after that penalty. So it'll be 2nd and 16 now. Wilson rolls, looking, has a man. Oh boy, that hung in the air a long time. And we hunt for the pylon, and we out of bounds before we get there. Boy, I thought that ball had a chance to be knocked down, but the Patriot defensive back was not able to get there quite in time.
Is that Suggs again?
Don't ask me. You're asking the wrong guy.
barking up the wrong tree here.
Now, so you're on your own, buddy.
Pretty sure that was Suggs.
So it'll be third down as we have another timeout. We called this one. 8:10 to go, 3rd and 1 after this commercial break.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week.
3rd down and 1 after the commercial timeout. From the 3-yard line of the Patriots, what does Coach Herron draw up here? I'm in Holman, flanking to the left, and he's got the ball, and he's in the end zone. Hot knife, meat, butter. Eimer Holman, too fast, too strong. The offensive line opened up sufficient hole for the senior to score.
Yeah, Eimer Holman took the workload off of Zaire White on that drive as he had 5 carries, a bunch of yardage that I'm not going to add up right now. And how many touchdowns is that for him this year? That's number 1 on the ground. How about that?
I was wondering if that was his first rushing touchdown. I meant to ask you that a little earlier. He just haven't had the carries this year offensively through injury and
so that's his first. Is that his first touchdown as a Brave?
I believe it is. Kick is up, but Runyon, and it's good. 20-0. 8:05 to go, 3rd quarter. Back after this.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact. Work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have. And that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s, Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021,
Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people
in Central and West Central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
1-yard touchdown run by Holman gives the Braves a 20-0 score. That score brought to you by Lynn's Pharmacy, taking care of you in Brazil, Indiana, your medical needs. And go see Lynn and get a little drink from the soda fountain. I still.
You ever been there?
I still haven't been.
Oh, you got to do that, Walt.
The voyage there to afford that purpose is,
somebody needs his name called for that tackle. I think that was Kalen Vandentop.
Just tossed Minke back a couple of yards. Is 7:58 show on the clock.
Vandentop, a 6 foot, 225-pound senior for the Braves.
Yeah, Brock Miller has told me about that soda fountain. I know it's spectacular.
I remember that from my childhood quite a bit. And, of course, Mr. Hostetler's a great guy.
Yeah,
and my old neighbor used to work there, so we got our fair share of sweets from
that's nice.
From Lynn's Pharmacy.
20-yard line toss in, and we get that complete. A nice little sidestep there by Minke. Is going to pick up 5 or 6 on that. had two receivers right there in the same vicinity.
That's just Mankey's second catch tonight.
Pick up 7. I just been very impressed by Wetzel tonight and the way he's looked.
Yeah, it's been really accurate, good decisions. There's another one.
Nice move over the middle to get the first down, and then more. First down on a couple of passes, that time to Cam Baker.
Yeah, so far, Wetzel, I mean, I've got him at 13 out of 15. He's closing in on 100 yards. He's sitting about 85 or 86.
Patriots going with a little bit more tempo here in the third quarter, down 3 scores, excuse me. Running far side, getting close to the 40 and upended at about the 39-yard line. Minimal, short carry.
So Wyatt not having a whole lot of luck on the ground tonight. Just 14 yards on 6 carries.
2nd and 8, trickling down to 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Back, here comes pressure. He gets away from it, getting rid of that ball. He's going to move up the field. Got a little bit of a block.
Oof.
Got a block from one of, I think that maybe from Cam Baker. He felt that pressure and scrambled near side, got close to a first down. Depend on the spot here. Let's see what we got.
I'm just going to add the sound effects for the rest of the night. Well, at the end of the play, I'm going to do that kind of stuff. So. Another good decision by Wetzel. They're moving the ball once again.
Just a sophomore.
They got to make these pay off, though.
I agree. And it's going to be a carry. Couldn't get off that block there. Couldn't hold the block.
No. Nobody sees
on the ground. So it's a helmet.
Oh, it's a helmet.
I thought that was a ball on the ground. The 42 was a helmet. Oh, my goodness. Like nobody sees the ball.
Nobody sees the ball. I'm sorry, folks. Walt, I'm going to have to go with you to Dr. Travel
tomorrow. My goodness. We're going together, huh? All right. Yeah.
That had me fooled. I was like, why is nobody picking that up?
But it rolled so well, so I guess it couldn't be a football, right?
Yeah, I'll go with it.
Oh, my goodness.
Make me sound like less of a fool. Like
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 47. Wetzel back looking. Nice. Over the middle. Completed to the 45-yard line. Great effort by the receiver for the Patriots.
That's Sam Wyatt getting his 4th catch of the night. He's been a workhorse for the Patriots this season.
Brings up 3rd and short. That was the recipe for success on the first drive of the game for the Patriots. Nearing 5 minutes in the third quarter.
First, second, third. What's one of them?
I got 4.
Oh, no.
It's coming, and oh, boy, he tossed that thing out of there. Ooh. A couple of years ago, that might have been intentional grounding. Mason Tabor was in the vicinity.
Yeah, he had a guy there, but, boy, you got to... He's made really good decisions tonight, but that was a risky little toss there.
Yeah, it was a dangerous one. That pressure came quickly. 4th and 2. Big play for the Patriots offense. Let's see if we can keep this drive going. Need these 2 yards desperately. Pressure coming from the far side. Oh, ball's in the air. Tip. It's intercepted. The Braves have it. They'll have it at the 44-yard line as they'll start their drive. Second drive of the quarter for the Braves ensuing after this quick timeout. So the Braves, after that interception, they'll have a ball at the 44-yard line as second interception here tonight.
Yeah, that was Trevor Branch that came up with that one off the deflection.
I think he had the first one, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got 2 now, so.
Branch?
Or no. Holt? No. Yeah, it was Branch. I'm getting my plays mixed up. Sorry, Walt. I'll stop thinking to myself here in a minute.
Trevor Branch, a junior for the Braves. He plays basketball as well. Wilson looking. Ooh, sideline. Dangerous. As I think that was Cam Baker trying to cut that thing off.
Yeah, Baker trying to get that right back. But this could be nail in the coffin time if the Braves get down here and punch one in.
You know, Trevor Branch, one of my favorite Braves. I will say his grandmother was my babysitter.
There you go.
When I was a youngin'. She made us walk from 18th in Ohio to McDonald's, which was on like 7th and Poplar back in the day. So many times I did not want to make that walk.
I'm saying you have good memories of her.
I do, but make that walk just for a doggone ice cream cone. I'm like, it's hot in the summertime. I don't want to walk to McDonald's.
Well, she gonna make you work for that treat.
Man.
You know?
Well, sometimes you don't have a car, so you got to walk when we want to go somewhere. But she's my babysitter, great woman.
Trevor's been a heck of a addition, not only here on the gridiron, but also on the hardwood.
That's right. Plays point guard for the basketball team. Now 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Wilson looking. Oh, boy. Chris Herron off of his hands. He'd love to have that back. They say if it hits your hands, Troy, you got to come down with it.
Herron stands 6'5". Just off the fingertips on that one. Great throw by Wilson.
That was a nice throw. That was a dart. I'm telling you, Brady Wilson has thrown some BBs here tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, he really has, and we talk about it every week. He misses where you want to miss. Right. You know, it's not a whole lot of risk involved. Puts it where his guy can get it. He knows Herron's the tallest down there.
Yep.
He's going to put it up top. If he doesn't get it, so what? But another great pass right on the money. And, yeah, you want your receiver to bring that one down. We're not going to rag on Herron because he's done a lot for the Braves. But
play clock expires. We have a delay of game for the Braves. They'll move back 5 yards. I don't think they really wanted to do that. As back to punt will be Adam Muhammad. I know he's got a strong leg, but that 5 yards, you want to give up 5 yards.
It's a real big stop for the Patriots.
Sure was. Let's see what kind of roll we get on this kick, and not a good one, as it was stopped by the Braves at around the 25-yard line or so. 3 minutes and 50 seconds, the Patriots will have the ball. You know, Troy, we talked about the breeze that we have up here at the press box. Man, I tell you, it feels great. I don't know what it feels like on the field, but up here it feels fantastic.
It's a little different tonight, isn't it? It's
oh, man.
It's just that little hint that tells you fall's on its way, folks.
That's right.
The heat is almost over with. We're finally getting to that comfortable time of the year. It's my favorite time of the year personally.
Yeah.
But, you know, the leaves will start turning here in a while, and it's just fun to be outside in the Wabash Valley.
1st and 10 from the 26. Hand it off. Looking for a hole. Can we find one? No, we cannot. You know, there's those days where you don't have to use the heat or the air. You can tell your electric company to go on somewhere. Go on somewhere, electric company, whoever you are.
Those are the good days.
You know, keep the money in your pocket and just open the windows, let the breeze come through. A lot of folks around the Wabash Valley will have the windows open tonight. I'm sure of it.
I know. I left my dog out while I came to the game tonight because he's loving it out there. He's a cold weather guy, and he finally the heat broke, man. I'm staying out.
2nd and 10 for the 26. Oh, boy. A shoulder on the Minky. Looking back over the middle and gets walloped at the 32-yard line. We've talked about the contact here tonight. There's been a lot of contact both ways. Guys really hitting hard. That's what you would expect at a North-South game.
Absolutely, but I'll tell you what, they've kept their emotions in check
I
and
agree.
played like professionals tonight, and it's been really fun.
You just had the offsetting personal foul penalties.
Yep.
Then really that was it. Right?
Yeah, but nothing egregious, I don't think.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of those things that happen, but these young men have really kept it in line, played a solid game.
Here comes pressure. The ball gets out. A great completion to the far side. Sort of on the 45-yard line. That'll be a big first down for the Patriots. I'm telling you, at times, they have moved the ball very well.
They really have. The passing game has shown up tonight for the first time, really, as that was Menke again. But Wetzel's played really well.
Yes, he has.
He's got a good target in Menke.
Here's another great completion. A short one. Ooh. Wrestled down to the 50, and I do mean wrestled down.
But, I mean, Wetzel, I've got him at 17 for 20 tonight.
Wow. That's winning football, man. I mean,
it is.
You know,
that completion percentage is going to be going through the roof.
Yeah. Whether they win this game or not, that's the type of performance you want from your quarterback. Complete passes, hit targets, give your guys a chance. 2nd and 5.
They're playing off these receivers quite a bit.
Boy. Pressure in the backfield. Braves all over it. All over it. Chris Herron, one of the guys in there on that tackle. He plays both ways. Also, you had Jaden Poole in there.
4 of the last 5 runs for Sam Wyatt have gone for no game.
Yep.
I guess they got 2 on that one. They're going to give him 2 on that one.
Millington at the bottom of your screen. Had a big catch earlier in the game. Pressure in the backfield, sidestepped it and takes off. Great job sliding at the 48-yard line. To me, Troy, that is a very heady play for a sophomore. Don't take the hit. You're not getting the first down. Get down. Preserve your body.
Yeah, absolutely, and it shows a little sign of maturity there too. You know, you're thinking of a little bit farther down the road than just the next 2 yards. So
the QB1 needs to stay QB1
exactly
for as much of the season as you can. Timeout. Patriots, 28.6 seconds. We'll be right back.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1.
You are.
You're #1 at York.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
4th down and 3. Coming in for the Terre Haute North Patriots. They're down 20-0. It's the end of the 3rd quarter. There's 28.6 seconds on the clock. We've seen some pivotal 4th down plays for the Patriots. They've been successful in some.
Yeah, this is the most pivotal yet, you know. Down by 3 touchdowns, you're running out of time.
Yep.
And these teams have had long possessions tonight.
With the Patriots, oh boy, the Braves almost flinched. There's a flag. Who moved? The Braves are pointing at Terre Haute North. Yeah, that's a big 5-yard penalty right there. That's a big penalty, Troy.
And they've been really only their 2nd penalty of the night. But boy, if they hit at the wrong time, they can just kill you.
4th and 3, very manageable, turns into 4th and 8. Still manageable, but a little bit trickier. Quarterback, if you're going to pass it, probably going to need an extra beat or 2. And let's see what we have here on this 4th and 8, a pivotal play for the Patriot offense. 4 receivers in the route. Minky in the near side slot. Pressure, nowhere to go, and it's a sack. Braves defensive line stands up once again, 21.6 seconds. We'll see right here as the Braves will have maybe a play or two to finish out this third quarter. 20-0. This game has been very respectable. You hear the sound of the bell as the Braves defense runs off the field, and they ring that bell. And I tell you what, I'm looking at the sideline, and I see the frustration by Harrison Wetzel. And this young man, he wants it. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I like what I'm seeing. The disappointment and the desire, the attitude that he wants it. It didn't happen for him on that play. The last thing you want is a guy to come off the sideline on that play and just act like nothing's wrong. This is a rivalry game, and Harrison Wetzel wants it. This is a guy, we're going to keep our eye on him. He's just a sophomore, folks. He's going to keep developing. The guys who's going to throw to are going to keep developing. They'll have more camaraderie, more timing as his career goes on. But this young man, we're going to have to keep our eye on him because it's been a great performance here. And this young man wants it. His attitude, his desire is there. Zeros on the clock. Third quarter's expired. We'll be right back for quarter number 4 on the Indiana Sports Network.
A+ Printing is your best place for uniforms, programs, t-shirts, and hats, plus screen printing, business printing, and documents. Get all your promotional items, including koozies and coffee mugs. Just give Kevin a call. A+ Printing does it all.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week.
I'm All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at yorkautomotive.com today.
You're #1 at York.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
Second down and 1 as we start quarter number 4. Boy, a little counter by Zaire White. The flag's on the play. He's going to go, but this might come back. We'll see what the flag is. There's a flag on the Patriot sideline at the 33. We'll see what it is. Probably going to come back. Touchdown is good. The penalty is on the Patriots, evidently. The touchdown is good. It was a sideline warning. The penalty took away my touchdown call. I didn't think it was going to be. I just figured I saved my voice.
That's what you're upset about, Walt.
I am upset about that. I don't know what I was going to say. It was going to be good, though.
You can't plan that stuff, you know.
No,
people don't realize how hard it is when somebody breaks free.
That's right.
It's just whatever comes out, you know.
Just hope it's good. Running on for the extra point. Trying to make this a 27-point lead. And the kick is good. Braves 27, Patriots 0. 11:50 shows on the clock. We'll be right back on the Indiana Sports Network.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in...
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1.
You are.
You're #1 at York.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
And 11:50 to go, fourth quarter, 27-0. As the Braves have really controlled things after quarter number one. The Patriots, that was their best quarter of the season. I haven't seen all their quarters, but I would think they didn't look good in that first quarter, Troy.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, over a 10-minute drive, march down the field. You really thought we might have something cooking tonight, but it's just been kind of a slow bleed out here by the Braves. They've just found little ways to move the ball down the field.
Kick taken at the 1. Boy, just a couple more yards, and you can get the touchback. But still, get the ball at the 20-yard line, which is where you would have received it anyway, which is odd to me, Troy, that in high school you get the ball at the 20, college you get it at 25, right?
Yeah.
Pro, you get it at the 25.
Yep.
Why in high school are we hanging on to the 20-yard line?
If I could explain it, I would, Walt. I don't like when you ask me questions I can't answer.
That's just an odd thing to me.
It doesn't make any sense. I agree with you.
Well, 1st and 10 from the 20. As Wetzel back in there, slinging that gun. Under pressure, going to run. Gets tackled around the 28 or so.
It's been just a really good night for Wetzel overall. I mean, he has the 2 picks, but he's really played well. He's played smart. 17-20. He's had a couple big scrambles, too. He's made good decisions overall. You know, one of those interceptions was deflected. The other one was just kind of a heave and a hope down the field towards the end of the half. So I've been really impressed with him tonight. He's come a long way from where we saw him at the start of the year.
I was going to bring up that very point. He's got a nice little middle screen set up here. Oh, a stiff arm, but not going to get too much more. Nice little effort there. Nice little effort there. I was going to bring up that very point. From what we saw earlier in the season to now, you see the maturation process and the development, don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, just a sophomore, he's growing up, and he's growing up quick. So
he has to.
Yeah, he does. You're right. But
this is 5A varsity football. It's kind of sink or swim.
And he's trying to prove, I'm your guy going forward here, and I think he's doing that.
I think he is. So. I think he is. 1st and 10. As when we were, let's see, when was that? That was at the Greencastle game at Northview a couple weeks ago. Talking to one of the Northview fans and talking about the Terre Haute North Patriots, and they said, but they've got a good quarterback.
Yep.
And I said, okay. So I'm listening, talking to different people, and people are taking notice of what this young man can do.
It's not just Wetzel, but the program as a whole. Start of the year to now, there's small little improvements. If you're looking close enough, you can see things starting to get a little better and a little better. Oof.
What a reception and then a great tackle. Minky with another grab, and that one I thought might have floated a little bit, but Minky was able to snare it out of the air.
That was Eimer Holman with just a huge hit.
We've seen the Braves defense laying the lumber all night.
Yeah, there's been some big hits out there. Nick Yatsko's delivered a few. Holman has delivered a couple himself. Even saw Chris Herron get in there once.
We did. Little end around coming our way. Here comes Minky. Just no blocking. Just no blocking there.
They stretch it out too much. They're too much east and west running. You've got some speed back there with Mankey and Wyatt, and if they just north and south it a little more, but you got to have the blocking. You're right. So But we did have a couple updates there, Walt. Northview victorious once again. They beat West Vigo 49-7. Owen Valley, who Northview will play next week, leading Edgewood 20-6.
Ooh, boy, that could have been a pick six. Probably should have. No, not probably. Should have been. Once again, it hits your hands. You got to come down with it. He had his hands right there, but not able to secure the ball for the interception.
That was Coy Bender.
Yeah.
Got his hands on it. Couldn't wrangle it.
That's why they say that's why they're on defense. A lot of times you hear that, right?
Yep.
3rd and 14.
Greencastle and South Putt in a tight one, tied at 28 at halftime.
Interesting games that we're seeing. Wetzel looking, steps up in the pocket. Got to get rid of it.
Oh, boy.
Pass to Baker. Oh, it's going nowhere. Boy, I tell you, I'm sorry, Weehurt, not Baker. And once again, just a vicious hit. Well, boy, vicious is probably the wrong word. Let me back off of that. Because that makes it sound like somebody's doing something dirty. I don't want to say it like that. But it was a hard hit. A good football tackle once again, as the Patriots will have to punt.
And, I kind of feel bad for Weird because he's out there every play. He's blocking, he's running, he's catching, and this poor guy, he's in negative yardage receiving tonight. Wow. And he's only got about 14 yards rushing on about 12 carries. So it's been a really rough night for him. And, boy, you just wish they could keep improving. Maybe by the end of the year, these guys will get a game they can, they deserve and they'll be proud of.
The one thing that you want, and I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks, my desire for these Patriots, number one, continue to get better, but more importantly, number two, don't give up.
Yep. And
I think if these young men stay together, they keep battling. We've talked about the numbers, not where Coach Gant would want here in this Terre Haute North program right now. But they're brighter days ahead, and I firmly believe that. I know Coach Gant believes that. But as long as these boys believe that, they stay together and keep fighting, they're going to be okay. You can't give up when times are tough. This is a tough season, but you learn a lot through this process. This is going to be a lot of life lessons that they'll get this season.
Yeah, the school of hard knocks is a real thing, and they're going through it right now. And we heard Coach Gant in his interview before the game talking about some of the really good young players he's got coming up through 7th and 8th grade right now. There's a bright future here on the north side. This fan base is as loyal as they get. Oh, don't do that. There we go.
Punt was dropped, but we got this thing away. South will let it roll down to around 27, and we'll take a timeout with 8:01 to go. The Braves will have possession.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy.
Well, we're about midway through the fourth quarter. I'd expect to see a healthy dose of Zaire White, Nair Holman, and maybe, who's your third string running back in this game. I know that you have a very serviceable quarterback and great receivers, but, keep this thing on the ground and bleed this clock here. Not a whole lot of passing left.
Yeah, you're just looking to run this thing. Well, we're going to throw the ball.
Yeah.
All right.
We are. You know it's coming, but I just think one of the Braves, I don't know what they're averaging per rush attempt, but I guarantee it's over 5 yards, or at least thereabouts. They've run the ball very well this season. A flag just now coming in. There were some words that are said, I do believe. That was one of the later flags that, folks, I promise you'll ever see.
You know, and we went on and on about how this has been played so well and these teams have kept their composure. Boy. Let's hope that we're not going to lose it now.
Maybe they were talking about where they're going to eat after the game and talking about where the party is, or talking about how their class was today.
Are we going to the North Applebee's or the South Applebee's?
Right.
It's a turf war now.
I'm sure it was a pleasant conversation in there, right?
Oh, we're going to Culver's, I've been told. You're buying?
Oh, boy. I left my wallet. Left my wallet.
That's what happened last week.
Alligator arm over here, right?
Zaire White is over 130 yards rushing tonight.
Wow. On really a quiet night.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that at all, but he does have one touchdown run.
And here comes another run and rush attempt. And boy, positive yards again. Scampers across the 50, pushed ahead to the 45, maybe 44-yard line.
All right.
So, there's more to add up for old Zaire White. Talk about me buying. My good friend, Roy Washington, who's tuning in tonight, I owe him dinner. I lost a bet to him. And Roy, I haven't forgot, man. Haven't forgot. I got to take him to dinner. So, he's probably rolling his eyes like, man, please. We really are going to go.
False promises. False.
No, I'm going to pay. I lost the bet, and I owe him. It's just been a little while. That's all. I'm not going to tell you how long. It's been a little while.
A little too long, maybe.
He's probably thinking I'm not going to pay up. I really am.
Snooping on the ISU game here in front of us. The Hoosiers leading 24-7 in the third quarter.
I thought that my cousin asked me whether the Sycamores going to cover. The line was 30. I said no.
Well, based on last week, yeah.
Over the middle.
Wow.
Caught at the 32. Off to the races. Not going to catch him. Touchdown, Braves.
A 44-yard strike from Brady Wilson to Zach Prowse. The first catch of the night for him. And I believe that's his first touchdown reception of the year.
How about it?
And that's pretty cool for the senior Prowse to get a touchdown on enemy turf tonight.
That's exactly right. Runyon on for the extra point. Trying to make this a 34-point lead if he makes this. Of course, the running clock is at 35. A missed extra point in the first half prevents that from being into effect. So we'll keep this score clock as normal. It is 34-0, 6:50 to go in the game. We'll be right back.
Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
Back at the 31-yard line, ready to kick this thing off is old Griffin Runyon. Got a nice boot into that one. Pushes the Patriots back to the 5-yard line. Can't get to the 20. As I'm telling you what, the kick coverage team for the Braves has been spectacular. Last week they gave up a run back in the second half that was very costly. Tonight, special teams have been very solid.
Yeah, that and that crazy tip touchdown pass. Those were the two things that I took away from last week, and that kind of turned the tides in that one. But, boy, they've been on point tonight with their, staying in their lanes and keeping their own responsibilities and taking care of business.
You just want to, take the ball as it bounces sometimes, and that was a tough one over the middle. A little pass. Ooh, yep, good job dodging a would-be big hit. Sam Weird, I tell you, he's only a sophomore. Cam Baker's a senior. That's definitely going to hurt. Vince Dates, who we've seen, haven't seen him in a while. I think he was injured. He's a junior. So, you look at Isaiah Minke, also a junior. Some of the skill position players that we've talked about tonight. Dalton Hurstman, the big tight end, as a freshman. So some of the youth that the Patriots have, there's a lot to work with. It's going to get better. Get better and get better. Going downfield, a little jump ball, but out of bounds. Looking for Millington.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to, it sounds a little degrading. I don't mean it that way at all, but this is the fewest points they've given up all year. And I think it's the best game they've played all year. So I think there is improvement here. You got to look at the positives.
Absolutely.
And they played a very good Terre Haute South team pretty well for most of the game.
I agree.
And, yeah, you've got some defensive things to clean up for sure. But overall, I don't think the Patriots can hang their head too much this evening.
The one thing I will say about the Patriots defense, Troy, they've made the Braves earn everything. They haven't given up huge home run plays. It's not like the Braves are reeling off 80-yard pass plays and 75-yard run plays. Not that they're dinking and dunking, but they in the Braves way, their dinking and dunking is like 8 or 9, 10, 12, 13 yards a pop. They're making them earn everything.
Yeah, they absolutely are, and that's what we were talking about with Zaire White. Seems like he's been pretty quiet.
Yeah,
he busted the one for 35, but I mean, other than that, he's had to really work for it. And,
is that the biggest play from scrimmage all night, I think?
Well, other than the touchdown they just had.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But I mean, you can probably consider that kind of garbage time.
Tackle made by Kalen Vandentop. You mentioned him. Has some great tackling by the Braves defense tonight. They and Coach Shannon Jackson, defensive coordinator, have to be very proud of the performance. I know they want to keep this 0 on the scoreboard. I know they don't want to let the Patriots score, but the Patriots would love to score. Here comes pressure.
Good
he got
job.
away with the jump pass to Baker. How about that? How about the elusiveness?
He's so much more heads up than he was at the start of the year. I mean, he was locking in on receivers like crazy when we covered them against Northview, and he is really a lot more aware of what's going on. A great job by Wetzel. He's at 28 pass attempts. Now he's, let's see, 23 for 28.
Yeah. The one thing that you look at Terre Haute North, well, they kind of go hand in hand. The run game, the offensive line, the O-line, is, at times they kind of struggle to pass protect. Of course, these Braves are really athletic, and there's a deep shot up the grabs, and Trevor Branch knocks this thing away. But the Patriots, so many years, have had that bell cow running back. I don't know that I see that this year. So that's one thing you look at development for the Patriots, that stud running back. When the Patriots have a great running game, they are really, really tough.
Yeah, and it's no knock on Sam Wyatt. He's just not that guy. I mean, he's an excellent weapon. I mean, the kid can catch, the kid can run, but they don't have that guy back there that you can really lean on all the time.
Pressure again, down goes Wetzel. And there's what I'm talking about right there. The O-line is just at times really having a hard time holding up as the Braves got back in the backfield in an instant.
Yeah, and once again, that was Landon Wilkinson. How many times have we called his name tonight? This kid is tearing it up.
Just a junior, I'm sorry. Wilkinson, a multi-sport athlete, 6'4", 245.
Just a great night from the South defense.
Yep.
Let's turn a little attention to the kids from the South side because they've played excellent tonight. They're finally going to get their first W of the year.
They are.
And it's been really well earned for sure.
3rd and 17. Whistles. Is that a timeout or a flag? Which we got? Play clock got to 0, so it's a flag. Delay a game. Patriots be 3rd and 22.
So, Walt, next week we got Owen Valley and Northview. Both of those, we know Northview won. Owen Valley was well on their way. And then the week after that, Northview at South. That one is intriguing.
I'm telling you, I don't think that Northview will look past Owen Valley. I don't expect that. I might. The interception is the Braves will get the interception around the 48-yard line to see what they get to about the 40. They'll have possession there. I don't think Owen Valley is going to stand a chance against Northview the way they're playing.
No, I mean the Northview South game.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting there. But a couple weeks ago, I had said something different. So I hope that Northview's not going to look past Owen Valley. It's a big WIC game, and the way Owen Valley got them last year, I don't think they will.
No.
But that South Northview game, oh boy.
Yeah.
That is going to be good.
I'm looking forward to that one big time.
I am too.
We're going to find out how good Northview really is because right now they look like world beaters.
They look really good.
I mean, they look incredible. Kyle Cottee got airborne last week a little bit against Sullivan. They lit them up.
And I was just getting ready to say with the passing by Cottee that he was able to display last week. We'll see if that continues as Brady Wilson's still in the game. I thought I heard somebody say new quarterback, but they can still have Brady Wilson in there. It's down to 2:45 and counting. When you look at the schedule, we talked about a game that the Patriots can win. I'll be honest, it's tough sledding. This next week you're at Bloomington North, and then you have Columbus North. That September 29th game at Southport is the one that I'm looking at.
Southport's down a little bit this year.
They are down. They are down. They have been for a little while. If they can go to Southport and put on a performance like this, we'll see what can happen. Because they finished the season at Garrett Kasich and at Rebuff. Those two are going to be really tough.
Yeah, so South's going to go into that Northview game looking to win.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's it's hard to come by this year, and then
conversely, the South schedule, they're home next week.
You were talking about North, and I'm talking about South. I'm sorry.
Okay, right there with you. They've got Bloomington South next week at home. That'll be a big conference game if they can get a win there. Then you got Northview, the game that we were talking about. They finished the season for Buff, Southport, and then at Columbus North. So South can reel off some wins, possibly. Depends on how they play and if they can put four quarters together like tonight, like Coach Herron has talked about. Here comes another run. Near side, getting around the 33-yard line, and that was Isaac Corbin, I do believe. I think that was Corbin.
By the way, I did want to mention that last interception was Kalen Vandentop. Certainly deserves his name called. He's played well tonight.
He really has. There's been so many guys that have played well in this contest down to the last minute. 4th down and 2, I would think. Maybe the Braves just run it and then try to get the first down and kneel this thing out.
But no, it's those two Bloomington teams and who else am I trying to think of here, Walt?
Columbus North, maybe?
Yeah, Columbus North. Still all undefeated in conference play. They're certainly the cream of the crop. But, Southport's down there with these two Terre Haute teams. There's certainly a division in this conference.
There definitely is. And you look at how this thing, really shapes out. Of course, it's a 16 conference. But it's interesting the way this thing goes because we saw last week South was right there with Bloomington North.
Yeah, they were, and
we won't see it with Bloomington South, but I would like to think they'd be able to hang with them too.
Yeah, Bloomington South, of course, came in here and beat the drum on the Patriots, but I'm interested in that Bloomington North-South game, honestly. You're looking forward to that one, but yeah, I think South can, if they're playing their best, they can hang with them.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to be on it. I mean, that's a no mistakes night if you're going to come out of there with a win.
You know, not only will we have high school football this season, but we will have on the Indiana Sports Network airwaves the second season of Sprint football at St. Mary of the Woods. We'll have 3 home games for the Pomeroy Sprint football team, who incidentally won their conference championship in their inaugural season.
And you're going to have Coach King with you for those, aren't you?
Absolutely. And when you look at the way this has gone, it looks like the Terre Haute South Braves are going to go victory formation here. And they take a knee. And the play clock, which is at 40 for high school, is more than they're saying stop the clock because of the turnover on down that was forced down. And the Patriots will come out half possession, and maybe they run a play, maybe they take a knee. We'll see. But Sprint football, the second season of Sprint football, will have the 3 games for the Pomeroys, which I believe are being played at west of Vigo. And so our first Sprint football game will be September 30th. We'll also have October 7th, which I believe is homecoming, and then October 21st. And so we'll have 3 home games for the St. Mary of the Woods Sprint football team. I think the coach, Blaine Powell, I believe who it is, from Sullivan, and doing a fine job there. So very exciting times for the Pomeroys, who incidentally, their president stepped down just recently. So Dottie King, a very great president for the Woods, will be taking a different role in higher education. But we will be covering some St. Mary of the Woods athletic events here in the 2023-2024 season.
I'll be tuning in and critiquing your every move.
I think there's a game we're going to have to give you a call, see if you can fill in for me.
No, don't be doing that. No.
We've got a contest one those Saturday. I think I can't be able to schedule it, but anyway, we'll talk about that later.
We would like to certainly wish Terre Haute North. This is our last time we'll cover them this season, and we certainly wish the Patriots the best, that's for sure, because a lot of improvement going here on the north side, and it showed a lot tonight. Really can notice it, so certainly good wishes to Coach Gant and his crew.
34-0 Braves win. It did not really feel like a 34-0 game, but the Braves get victory number 1. And conference win number 1. We'll step aside for a quick break, come back and give you an abbreviated postgame show. You're watching high school football on the Indiana Sports Network.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Celebrate good times. Come on. Terre Haute South in the celebratory mood as they keep the bell. This is their second win in the row over their crosstown rival, and some heads that are has the Terre Haute South Braves in celebratory moods. I know the Patriots have some hung heads, but that's there'll be better days ahead. They'll continue to fight, but you know, a lot to build upon here for the Terre Haute North Patriots. Like I said, it really didn't feel like a 34-0 game.
It didn't at all. They set the tempo right off the bat with that. Yeah. We mentioned it several times, that 10-minute drive, and really looked good. And Wetzel was, on point all night. Yeah. I'd have to go back and look, but he was something like 19 for 25, something like that. Yeah. And he had 3 picks. None of them were crucial, I'll say that. They were in situations where he's just taking a shot, mainly. Right. But the Terre Haute South defense buckled down. Wetzel not able to get any. He had 2 big completions, I guess, of about 30 yards that really got the momentum going for the Patriots, but they just weren't able to sustain it. Braves did a good job of shutting them down on defense. And, you're right. It didn't feel like a blowout by any means. The Patriots hung tight tonight.
I think the Patriots will talk about finishing and finishing drives and things of that nature. I think Coach Gant will talk to his boys, and they'll be better for it. The Terre Haute South Braves getting a much-needed win here tonight.
Oh, yeah. And, after the heartbreaker 2 weeks ago, and then last week you kind of felt like they maybe should have taken that one home. Yeah. And, they needed this for sure, because the upcoming schedule for both of these teams is incredibly tough. Right. And any win's a big win this season, and it's a good feeling for the Braves. Walt, it's nice to see a team from Vigo County get a win.
How about that?
Not in a derogatory way, but it's nice to get somebody with a win on the board.
Yeah, we absolutely needed that. Terre Haute South, we talked about them next week. Home against Bloomington South will not have that. Terre Haute North on the road at Bloomington North. The game that we will have next week. Owen Valley at Northview, Western Indiana Conference Fair, 7 p.m. kickoff, 6:45 pregame show. Want to thank our sponsors one last time. A-Plus Printing, Culver's, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane, Hamilton Center, Honey Creek Collision, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. Our camera operators, Cannon Hyper, Noah Gastineau, and Jared Combs. Video technician, Keith Lawson, producer and director, Mr. Tony Harper. For myself, Walter Gordon, and Troy Wilzine. And this has been a production of Indiana Sports Network, LLC. Thank you for watching.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Honey Creek Collision is a second generation family owned and operated business that you can trust.
So when your insurance company asks, tell them you're going to Honey Creek Collision.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.